Hey folks, Josway here. Welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, where we have completed our exploration of Wintersun, and while mysteries remain and there are unanswered questions, it's time to head back out into the world and figure out what is our next play as the Fifth Crusade continues its attempts to drive the demons back into the world wound and seal it once and for all. Let's see, we're leaving some stuff behind. I'll take the young deer's goodies. Can't take the hide. I could take this brazen whip. All creatures summoned by the wearer get 1 extra attack per round. However, the wearer is under the slow spell effect. I don't think I actually want that. And we might come back someday and fight the ghost who popped up. Maybe? I don't know. We'll leave this for now. Let's head back out onto the world wound. Or rather, the world map. We should have hit a new day. Demon army approaching. Okay. So where is the demon army approaching? Is it this? I'm not sure. It's highlighting the irregulars for some reason. All right, well, we've just completed Wintersun. We still have to learn the identity of the Mad Half-Elf woman. We still have to do a bunch of other stuff. We have the Shrine of Sacrilege here. We have... I suspect if we bring the party... Yeah, we can get to this hollow tree, whatever this is. It looks like we can get to the marked rock. What else is available on the map? I'm not sure. We're not quite sure how to reach the primitive altar yet. And then there's green gates here. If we forge a path towards it, we may be able to go there. There's some other demon armies and spots on the map that we can go to. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do. Let's start. It's 27 Lamash, and all of our people have all of our armies have their movement back. So taking a look at the map, we've got a demon army size 5 here that we're not quite sure how to get to yet. It looks like we may have to travel this way to get to them. There's a level 5 army here and a fortress that we could acquire. I'm mainly looking at stuff that the army could be working on right now. We got a level 7 down here. 4, 6, 7, 6. 6 here, 4 here. Let's take a look at the Crusade management. What's happening here? We've got a new event. An envoy from Elysium. Drezen's been visited by a fascinating creature, an Azata, a native of Elysium. He politely stated that he wishes to meet the commander in person. Okay. Can only be resolved by visiting the commander's headquarters. We're going to take care of that. We've got multiple days left on these. Strengthening diplomatic connections. Financing a crusade is a costly process, and the diplomatic council has to come up with new tricks to preserve the friendship of countries and nobility, sponsoring the commander's army. The fate of the unholy symbol of Rovagug, I don't think we're going to be working on that anytime soon. And the swords of Gorum. The young Kellig Morved told the commander that the ruins of Sarkoris conceal a host of sacred swords of the war god Gorum. The blades turn their masters into bloodthirsty monsters that are practically invincible in battle. The soldiers are ready to hunt for the antiquities that will certainly be useful during the war, but this would come at a cost. The souls and minds of those who dare to arm themselves with the swords of Gorum. If we complete this, all trainable and mercenary infantry, cavalry, and grand tier units gain the Swords of Gorum feat. +2 bonus to attack, plus 10% bonus to damage, and a -2 penalty to AC and initiative. I don't think I want to do that. The bonus to attack and damage is nice. But losing initiative, even more than AC, losing initiative worries me. I think we're probably not going to do that. We have 3 of our slots filled, don't have a way to do the 4th. Okay, so that takes care of that. Now, where are you guys headed? You're headed, I had you headed down here to confront this demon army? All right, fair enough. Let's have you continue on your path. Interestingly, why is this path illuminated right now? I'm not sure. But yeah, let's head this way. Travel. Okay. And we can maybe confront this army tomorrow on the 28th, but for now, the snipers have made their move. We can do a little bit of scouting here. We've already found the way to arrive at this area. So let's go back up here and explore a little bit. We'll push a little bit further into this area. This route may connect up over here, but I want to get to this army and then maybe back out. Make sure I have the path forward for for Nisa gonna kill ya. Okay, so our scout will flee. Now, eventually, we could come across somebody with a ranged attack who just kills them. But for now, we've seen them able to escape. So we'll keep doing that. They'll head all the way back to Drezen. Oddly enough, they don't lose their movement points. So we can send them out to check something else out. Let's head up to here for now. And then we could confirm that this path hooks around to the demon army here. Yep, okay. Another flight. I think from a roleplay perspective, it makes sense, right? The scout gets close. I guess they don't really get like a... Okay, there we go. We lost them, unfortunately. That's a defeat. Now, let's see if that actually impacts... I was sort of worried about that. So it's not a foolproof strategy for scouting here. Does that affect my morale? No, I'm still at the maximum. So a loss doesn't matter. Only a lack of victories. Okay. So Nisa here. We have a path to this army. I am a little bit nervous about the large creatures, but I think Nisa can handle it. The Vrox can fly, but we can trap the Discari destroyers or whatever they're called. The Dirachni. We can put some traps on the Dirachni. So yeah, let's have Nisa's army make their way down here. And it looks like we have enough movement points to actually take the fight here. So let's do it. All right, how do we do on the initiative? Okay, they summon the swarm, the Vrox move forward. Now let me double check here. They have blow through, they have flight. Damage reductions, resistance to energy, immune to poison and electricity. Okay. They have stunning screech. So you did your swarm summon. You have 4 movements, so 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't attack my units if they don't engage with you next turn. So let's focus this guy down, the Vrox here. Let's see what we can do with our units. I don't think we want a Bane. The question is, do I want the trap on the Dirachni, or do I want the... I think I want the stone throw right now. Let's take the stone throw on the Vrox. That removes 2 of them. 1 more with the Rangers. Nice morale bonus there to do a little bit more damage. Ooh, they're very hurt. Okay. Looks like... Interestingly, it looks like the marksman can actually finish this. So the mounted scouts... Yeah, the shieldmen are actually in position to attack, and so are the mounted scouts. So I'm going to have my marksman work on the Dirachni here. I don't know what happens to the swarm if we kill their summoners. But for now, we're going to come in and do some work with our mounted scouts. And you can come here and attack as well. Okay, they're down to 1. Dirachni on the move. And it looks like our guys are stunned here, so that's not great. What do we want to do here? Our trap is going to be hard to use with these 2 here. These guys don't have to move. We could Bane here. Bane might be a good use of 3 energy, just to reduce the damage they could do. We could cure wounds here. We could get 9 scouts back. But they are stunned. We don't have a way to deal with that. I don't think the traps work here, the pit or the explosive trap. They won't work. They won't work on the Vrox, and they won't work on the swarm. And we don't have a direct damage here. We could reduce the AC on one of these units if they count as infantry, ranged, or cavalry. I don't think they do. That's special forces. They are an infantry unit. Okay, so we could debuff their AC. Why don't we do that? Let's debuff the AC of the Dyrachni here. And then I think we can leave the Vrox alone and just focus fire the Dyrachni since we put that debuff on them. Lost 2 there. My folks are stunned. Okay, this is getting a little rough. I need you guys to come out of your stun. He's going to re-stun. Okay, now we have a problem. So we got to take the Vrox out to get rid of the stun effect. I think using our Rangers for that is fine. At this point, a Cure Wounds is going to be good. 2,000 HP of Scouts. 4 Marksmen, or 34 Scouts. Let's bring the Scouts back. We can do some work on the Dyrachni here with the Marksmen. We lost a lot of units there. But I think we're done with our stun here. Yeah, the stun really screwed me up. We're nearly full here, so another Cure Wounds. Yeah, that was necessary. Yikes on bikes. Stronger than I expected. There we go. And the swarm doesn't count. All right. We did get our units back. I would love to get more of these units so that these stacks are a little bit more impactful in this army. But at least we got the victory with no losses. And Nisa here is well on her way to level 6. Defeating the horde of flying monsters swooping from the sky, many Crusaders got thinking that the battle tactics they know are not always suited to demon confrontation. With every new battle, the army gains invaluable experience, and soldiers are eager to learn it, for their lives depend on it. All right, so the snipers are down here. Nisa is up here. Nisa actually leveled up from that, so let's take a look at that. All right, Inspiration 1. All units in the army have a plus 15 bonus to combat morale per level of this feat. Extensive Infirmary. Increase the infirmary size by 5%. Spellcraft. General has a plus 4 bonus to power. We're not super using a lot of power here. The Explosive Trap does use it. But most of our abilities, I guess this one would benefit from it. Stone Throw. But Hunt, Cure Wounds, we've seen Bane, Pit Trap. I don't know that Spellcraft is the best choice here, especially because Master of Maneuver is just too good. Getting another unit in here, like the Spearmen or whatever we have back at the Irregular Army, is too strong. So we're going to take Master of Maneuver 2 here. And that means this army is headed back to Drezen to pick up some secondary units. Let's stop them there, have the Irregulars come to meet them. We'll do our transfers. Okay, so what do we want to give her here? I think 2 Paladins probably just die. Although, So speed of 18 doesn't necessarily translate to how much movement they have. Speed of 5. Speed of 6. Speed of 6. I guess it's some movement. Maybe are they a mounted unit? Oh, they're a cavalry unit. Okay. So they have 91 hit points and 18 AC. There's only 2 of them. The scouts have half those hit points and far less AC. So they might survive for an attack or two, especially because look at the damage. They have 2. I don't quite understand if they make 2 attacks here. I don't know if, because like these guys just like when I attack with them, even though there's 2 attack listings here, there's just like how much damage they did and how many units died of whatever they attacked. But still, plus 16 on the longbow here. Plus 24 on the Masterwork Composite Longbow here, 29 to 36 damage. And then these guys who are mounted have plus 20 to attack, 15 to 22. They also come with Smite Evil and some healing. This unit doesn't have any clerics. They get the Battering Ram attack. Even though there's only 2 of them, the fact that we can get them back at the end of battle, as long as the Infirmary has room for them, I'm tempted to bring another cavalry unit in here. The other option is the Spearmen, who are kind of mid, and their speed is low. Plus 3 bonus to attack against large units. That kind of thing would make me want to put them in a special unit. I don't know what counts as large. Obviously, the fight we just fought, the like Dyrachni and the Vrox would count as large. A giant killer unit, maybe? If we get a 3rd general at some point. Honestly, I think I'm going to take the Paladins here. Even though there's only 2 of them, the mobility and damage, a burst of damage in round 1 is pretty valuable. These guys there's only 11 of them and they're doing a fair amount. I don't know, there's only 2 of them. I'll try it out. You know what? That's what I'll do. I'll try it out. Because if I bring these guys... I'll try it out. We'll see how it goes. That doesn't increase our power. If I put the Spearmen in, it doesn't increase our power either. All right. We'll put the Paladins in the middle. They can dash forward and do a big attack. Probably get killed and resurrected at the end. But it's another unit. And at some point... we may recruit more of them or change up what's in that army. If we look at what's available for purchase, conscripts, clerics, more spearmen. Like I could buy these guys and then make like a much bigger stack. I think this would double what we have. But I don't think I want to spend too much money on mercenaries. What would these shield bearers cost me? 800? Well, the stack we already have doesn't do a lot of damage, but it is like a boss at defense already. So I don't think we need more shield bearers. We need damage dealers. Okay, that takes care of army movements on the 27th. Let's go back to the party and see if that teleporter... Oh, you know what I forgot? We might have some build stuff available. No, I wasn't building here. I was building at my forts. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gargoyle Canyon. Okay, this has more time to go. 2 more days. All right, all right. So all of them, we did all of them at the same time. We need another 2 days before these supply centers are done. Got it. That said, if the teleportation circle at Drezen is done, then we could build something else there as well. And I think it should be done, unless the midnight boundary of a day doesn't count and it has to get to like the hour. Oh, this is going to take a way longer than I thought. For some reason, I thought this was a single day. We need 4 days for this. Okay. All right. So the party has to move on their own. I do want to get back to Drezen and swap Woljif out for a Ruchelet. So let's go to the party. A lot of loading screens here. Yeah, there's no existing teleportation stones. So let's head back to Drezen. "18 hours of travel, we can do it." Someone on the road, all right. Well, we're fully rested, so it shouldn't be a problem. These aren't always fights either. Okay. Do I have... I do not. Let's go ahead and get...
I welcome your company.
Delay poison communal up for 24 hours. There we go. And we'll push forward and see who it is that we see on the road. Someone has appeared. Oh, who is this? Baphomet cultist cleric. Okay. The cultist smiles sweetly at you. Well, well, what have we here? The freshly minted commander, straight from Drezen. Here's what's gonna happen, Commander. You will give us specimen 367. We will bring it back to Eyes, to Master Bladesmith, and no one will get hurt. If you refuse, well, prepare to die. Pretty sure they're talking about Finian here. Bladesmith, is it? Then I know who you creeps are. You're from the same lot that slaughtered my party and then tortured me for some dark experiments. Commander, just give the order. I'll wipe the floor with them. I have an old score to settle. Who is this Bladesmith? A great artisan and a teacher who renounced his name and passed to serve the weaponsmith's craft. His demonic blades never break. His magic arrows never miss their mark. His creations are incredible. Although the piece you have in your possession is still far from perfect, it wasn't supposed to fall into the hands of outsiders, so we want it back. Specimen 3 whatever? Yes, the specimen, the sentient weapon that was taken from us. A cheap ploy by the Crusaders. Don't try to deny it, we know you have it. A sentient weapon? This is huge. If you really have one, Commander, keep it to yourself. Those lowlifes don't deserve it. I'm not giving Finian to you. Then we will take the specimen ourselves. Let's show these scumbags what's what, Commander. To battle. Okay. Let's take a quick look at the journal entry here. Finian Dismar is a truly unique item, a sentient weapon that can change its form. And yet, too much of his human self remains. It's even possible that his suppressed memories are also suppressing his full might, but how to awaken it? We have to talk to him at some point, but first, we have to kill a bunch of cultists. All right, so it looks like we've got a cleric, a hexblade, which is also a cleric, a wizard, and a cleric. All right, this is not great. Five mages is not great here. 2 of them are going to get to go before most of our units. So the question is, do I have a way to take this guy out? Like one of these two. This guy has 47 hit points, this guy has 46. They're not that high level. What do we have here? Greater invisibility, dragon's breath, controlled fireball. So we have options for black, blue, or rather, reflex half. This is acid. This just says energy damage. I don't know what that means. This is also energy damage. Oh, wait. Right, so, okay, we have acid, electricity, acid, fire, cold, and fire. So we have cones and we have lines. The damage is presumably the same. What is his caster level here? We look at his spell book. 11? Okay. So one of these is going to do... It's going to do 1d6 points of energy damage per caster level, with a reflex save having the damage. So we're looking at 11d6. 10d6 would be 5 times 7 is 35. So like average something like 38 damage. We could do better or worse. Without a maximize or a bolster on the ability, we're not going to kill them. But we could, presumably, do quite a lot of them with the with one of the cones. A fireball spell here would do, yeah, 1d6 points of fire damage. It's actually less, and reflex saves again. I think the breath is probably the way to go, but let's look at their resistances.
Cover me, all right?
They don't seem to have any damage resist or immunity. At least this one doesn't. The cleric doesn't. Conjurer
Why not both?
doesn't seem to have any. The evoker is immune to sleep.
Time to share your treasures.
He pops out a little one-liner every time I click on someone.
All right?
The one at the front has some stuff, but no energy resistances. Okay, I think a cone of dragon's breath is like the way to go here. So let's take a look. I mean, I guess fire. Okay, this is a standard action. So as long as I don't exceed my movement, I can get all of them with this. And then he's standing there. This position should get all of them. Okay. What do we want to do here? The cone of cold acid. That's a line. So the cones we have are acid, fire, and cold. Let's hit them all with some acid. Why not? Some of them are going to make reflex saves. It's fine. We're getting a lot of damage here. Pretty damn nice. That was a good spell, Waljiff. So 4 less than 80 is 76, plus 3 less than 60, 70, 136, 133 damage. Not a bad turn at all. Okay, that's Waljiff. Darren here. Is there any chance I have like a protection spell I can throw on him? I thought I had some kind of spell that like put him in a bubble. Maybe that was a scroll? Abjuration? What do we got? Resist cold, resist electricity, veil of positive energy. I thought I had some sort of like bubble that I could throw people in. Maybe that's not him. Or maybe I didn't pick it. So what can I do for him since he's standing there? Only 2 of them are going to get to go here, but they're probably going to cast spells on him. I could maybe smite someone if they're evil. No, it's not going to reach either of them. I don't have the range. Protection from alignment is barely at the edge. Might work. That's a touch spell. Saving throws? Oh, but only against fear effects. Doom? That's not going to affect much. All right, I guess it's protection from alignment. These guys should all be evil, right? Yeah, let's throw protection from evil up. That's sort of the best we can do. All right, Hexblade, what are you going to do? You're not going to cast a spell? Okay, you do 8 points of damage, and then this guy cast greater invisibility on himself. Okay. Now we've got Sela and Justice up. Who's next to act? This guy at the back? We'll take an opportunity attack if we do that. What's this guy's to hit? Can't be that good. Plus 11? Is this worth it? Yeah, okay, he's an evoker. I'll risk this. I think he probably misses, and one hit isn't too bad. Hey, nice crit. Okay. I think I've got her on the wrong thing. I've got her on, yeah, I've got her on the Scimitar of Wind. Well, I guess the Keen helped. And the Keen definitely helped with that crit. That was good. We know where this guy is, but he's still invisible to us. Orlan, you have a spell now, I think. No, it's somebody else. Okay. In that case, we're not going to do anything with this guy. We could try 8 shots, but I don't think it's the right play. Yeah, let's come kill this one. And if we kill him and have hits left over, we'll probably do something to this guy as well.
Forwards!
Oh, yeah. That's what I like to see. All right. Wendewog has blind fight. We got her that feat in the last level up. So let me remind myself exactly what this means. Not snapshot. Were you not the one we got? Yeah, this one. Okay. In melee... Wait, does this not apply to ranged? Hold on. In melee, every time you miss because of concealment, you can re-roll your miss chance percentile roll 1 time to see if you actually hit. I guess I should find out if this actually works for ranged. When it says in melee, I'm not sure... The invisible attacker's bonuses do still apply for ranged attacks. You gain immunity to gaze attacks. So maybe she's the wrong... Maybe I made a mistake grabbing this for her. Let's see what happens when I take a shot at this guy. I don't need point blank shot, but I will take deadly aim. Fantastic. Okay. Well, that's the fight. Let's look at the roll that Wendewog did here. Let's see if there was any... Concealment miss chance, 50%. Roll, 84. Successful. So I don't know if she got the reroll from blind sight there or not. If she missed, would it tell me, or would it just re-roll it and say you got the 84? I'll have to look in. I'll have to do some searching to see whether that was a mistake to give her that, because it seemed like it was good, but she doesn't do any melee, so I may have to respec her to replace that feat with something else. I think we were sort of like struggling to find a good one for her at the time. Let's see if they had anything good. They had some stuff. All right, let's take all their shit and sort by newest date and take a look. +1, +1, +1. All right, so nothing spectacular. That's fine. And with that, our encounter on the road is done. Let's get out of here and continue onwards to Drezen. A random encounter that we failed to sneak past. Given the number of random encounters we're going to see, I think from now on I'm going to evade whenever possible. Because otherwise the whole playthrough will be bogged down with this stuff. Let's see, we're fighting here. We have a nice initiative advantage. 4 of us get to go. We're facing the Vrox Votary, a level 14 cleric, as well as Babao's Votary Murderer, a level 10 rogue with some sneak attack, presumably, and then another murderer. So the level 10s, plus 13 to hit's not going to be too much of a worry. Like 33 is the highest they can get, and like her AC is 32, so they need a 19 to hit her. Okay, what do we want to do with Woljif here? You have some interesting spells now. What is the range on this? That's not going to work. The Battering Blast could be good here. Touch attack does force damage, which we have a benefit from our knife. And they're subject to a Bull Rush attempt. And I guess if they're flat-footed, we get sneak attack too. All right, yeah, let me try this on this guy. I want to see how this plays out. This Battering Blast. Holy shit! What happened there? Woljif cast Battering Blast. Critical hit for 57 damage. Bull Rush. Failed the saving throw. 20 damage from... What? Is there another hit here? 10d6 plus 10. And then 10d6 plus 10. It's like he cast it a second time? So if the Bull Rush succeeds, he hits again? Dude, that was pretty awesome. It's a good opener from Woljif. Let's see. Let's put him in range for an attack. All right, Wenduog. Yeah, let's destroy this cleric. Can I get point blank here and get all 4? I can.
No match for me.
The damage, holy mackerel. She's so overpowered. I love it. Ivu, you're at 28 AC. He might hit you here. Meh. Let's do it. Okay. And then you... I mean... We don't need much here. A Burning Arc probably does the job. 55. Orlan.
We won't falter.
Okay, easy fight, easy game. Wow, that Battering Blast was kind of entertaining. Watching him get like
Let us
yeeted backwards into the rocks and exploded. That was kind of fun. All right, let's quick save here, and then we'll continue onwards to Drezen. What was that? What was that to just happen? Is this the demon that's chasing me? Yes. Okay, this is the demon army that's on the move, I think. I think that's what we just saw. Oh, and you know why? Because we literally were exactly on the midnight train to Georgia. Sorry, the midnight threshold for 28 Lamashtan, which means all of our people have their stuff back. We could go fight this demon army. Nisa was exploring, but it seems like we're going to want to face them. We've got our new paladin, so let's go deal with this immediately. Yeah, let's deal with this immediately with Nisa. An enemy army has reached you and now attacks. I accept this challenge. With 2 armies on the map and 2 level generals, I feel like I'm in a pretty good position here. We've got friggin' cultists and cultist fighters. It's not a big deal, right? Let's throw the trap down here so that the fighters walk into it. And then let's shoot these guys a couple times. Now, if I shouldn't have problems passing through my own trap, right? I don't think so. We don't want to move here because then they might not pass through the trap. They might not do it anyway, but we can always retreat. I'm actually going to delay here so that they walk into the trap and blow themselves up. Nice. The paladins can do some work here. Yeah, they can kill 2 to 3 of these guys. They do have the lay on hands, but there's only 2 of them. It's unreasonable to expect them to do more than that. Okay, auto smite, I guess. Yeah, they're not that strong with only 2 of them, unfortunately. Yeah, they died immediately, so probably we have to pull them out, but that's understandable. Okay, we're back to the top of the order here. Stone throw on the cultists. Very nice. These guys can engage with the shield bearers. Let's keep focusing the cultists down with our rangers and marksmen. These guys, I think they can run away. You can go do nothing to my shield bearers. Yeah, you guys are so screwed. Yep. Nice. I don't think we need to do anything else here. In fact, combat acceleration? Let's turn that on. Yeah, that was the right call. Okay, there's a win. And we get our 2 paladins back. Unfortunately, they're not, with just 2 of them, there's not enough for them to be useful. So we'll have to swap them out for the spearmen. At least the spearmen can do something with a stack of 25. Is it worth investing in the mercenaries then? Probably not. We have a stack of 25. We can beef them up. 17 grand? I think we need to conserve resources here a little bit. Dude, why did the conscripts have the most badass fucking mustache I've ever seen? All right, so you have to wait until the 29th now to move. I mean, I guess you can squeak up 1 movement point. The spearmen here are just going to sit. I guess they're going to go back to Drezen. And then the snipers were on their way to face this army, right? And get the broken phylactery of Stevanius the Rotten. Okay. Let's do... I don't know, it looks like they're gonna bypass the enemy, but maybe it curves. Let's see what happens here. There we go. Okay, we get the fight. Okay, so the skeletal champions are an infantry unit. 14 AC, 96 hit points. They have DR3, immune to fear, poison, disease, nausea, death, sleep, cold, and negative. Okay, so our scorching ray should hurt them. They have shield wall. All right, so the champions, decent melee unit. And then the sharpshooters obviously are ranged units. And then we've got regular skeletons. Okay. So what do we want to open with here? Our big damage unit is the archers. Do all of these units... I think all of these units have damage reductions. The champions at the front have the most. So I could put penetrating strike on my archers and focus down the skeletal champions, but I want to take out the sharpshooters first, and they only have DR1. There are 2 stacks of sharpshooters. This one was hidden. We also have Fireball here, which hits a 3x3 area with a decent amount of damage. Kill 9 to 40. You kill 236 of them, 60 of them. So like I could open with this. That costs me 12 energy. That's not bad at all. Actually, that's probably the opener we want to just eliminate their ability to harm us. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to open with that. Amazing. We'll focus down the sharpshooters here. Take 46 of them out. They get 4 of my clerics. You guys might as well heal yourself here. And then move forward. You guys can't quite get to the sharpshooters or the back line. So let's come here and work on the champions. Means you're probably going to take a bit of a hit here. So let's, since I should have done this first, but since we picked up the extra action, let's grab the shield wall and then go, let's go ruin the champions over here. That feels good. You guys can't do anything because you don't have enough movement speed. I guess we push you forward. Same with the shield bearers. Okay, they're gonna come mess with my Hell Knights here. Oof, that's a big hit. Okay. I don't think we need any more... I don't think we need to spend any more energy then. All right, well... We can kill 138 of these, as opposed to the 47 here. Or we could kill most of the skeletal champions. We have that damage reduction. But the ones hitting my horse are the ones that are the problem. Actually, these guys are almost dead, right? Yeah, let's take out these champions then. Let's heal up the champions so they have some damage. You can move away from this melee group to maybe... What can you do here? Move as much as we can and hurt these guys. Best use of resources, I think. Decent hit. Shield bearers come forward. We're going to need to lay on hands here for the Hell Knights. The archers finish off these skeletons or get close to finishing them off. These guys heal the Hell Knights, bring them back. We're getting a little high on the infirmary side, so I don't have a... No, I do have a cure wounds. Yeah, let's bring back some more. There's 13 of them. Do some work on those guys. Oh, very nice, very nice. Let's go wrap this up. Or who's next to act? These 47? Let's take this unit out. Make them move. Work for it. Okay. Let's push the shield bearers forward. See what these guys do. Jack all. All right. And now we're good to wrap up. There we go. And yes, we got all our units back. Nice, another victory. Okay. I don't know how close we are. We got 9,000 on top of 54, so we're at 63 of 80. Okay. Another good fight. Having relieved the last undead from their curse, the clerics discover an artifact emanating vile energy that had been attracting the living dead to this place. After carefully sealing their find with protective spells, the clerics brought it to the commander. We found the broken phylactery of Stevanius the Rotten. Stevanius became known as the Rotten after his act of treachery. An apprentice of Zacharias, a great hero of the Crusade, Stevanius deserted on the eve of the battle for the Lost Chapel and dedicated himself to the forbidden art of necromancy. When the Inquisitors caught up with him, Stevanius made an outrageous claim that his master, the valiant Zacharias, had also been practicing necromancy, using its dark secrets against the demons. Shortly afterwards, Stevanius managed to escape, killing the warriors sent to arrest him. According to his journal, his next undertaking was a ritual that was supposed to transform him into a lich, an immortal master over the undead. The details of the ritual are now lost, but all the research into undeath points out that such potent magic cannot possibly exist. The tragic death of Stevanius the Rotten, who failed to achieve immortality and ended up a mindless undead, serves as yet further proof of this. This is some propaganda bullshit. We know Zacharias turned into a lich. Okay, I guess we do some pathfinding here, although it looks like it's not going to let us cross the border for some reason. Like, I can't head left here. It's only going to let me head right. Not sure why that is. So where do we want to head then? Where's another place we can explore? There's some routes here, but we have to make our way all the way up first. What do we have? A 37 movement left? Okay. I guess that's what we can do for today, the 28th of Lamashtan. We've got a full 24 hours before the next army evolutions are available. So let's swap back to the party here, who are in Drezen. Okay. We've got a couple of quests here, one on the streets and one in the Citadel. I think we have an event waiting for us in the Citadel. Let's check this out first. Commander, Anevia greets you with a slight nod. I have some information for you, though what I found out is mostly innocent, but it might be a cause for concern. Concern? What do you mean? It's about the well-being of one of your companions. Tell me. Soldiers have been gathering in the graveyard to play cards. We usually turn a blind eye to such things. It's against regulations, but we let them enjoy themselves as long as they don't cause too much trouble, and that's usually the case. But recently my people have noticed Soziel among them. And the gambling seems to be having an unhealthy effect on him. As you know, I usually keep my nose out of other people's private affairs. But with all these spies and cultists, I have too much on my plate as it is. But this time, it's about someone you trust with your life, so maybe you should do something about it. This isn't an official report. It's just a tip-off from a friend. Thank you for the information. You're welcome. Early sunset. Otherworldly is the word that describes the stranger's face best. Everything about him indicates that he's arrived from another plane. He bows before you with grace and dignity. All right, this is our arrival from Elysium. What would this guy's voice be? I don't know. So that's what you look like, troublemaker. The whole plane of Elysium seems to be talking about you. Your power resounds through space like a bell. I hurried to the call so I could advise you and help you avoid any missteps. Boring, yawns Ivo. Wisdom is often tiresome. A mortal cannot be expected to wield supernatural power without guidance, so you would do well to take advice from an actual supernatural being. Orlan, you may call me Early Sunset. I hope to become your most trusted advisor in all matters. Greater Smile. So you're a realizada then? You came from Elysium? Not precisely. The news of you and your peculiar abilities reached me while I was traveling between planes. So I have not come directly from Elysium. However, I can tell you quite a lot about it if you'd like. Glad to meet you, Early Sunset. The pleasure's mine. The newcomer inclines his head. I'll take up no more of your time. If you wish to talk, I'll be nearby. It'll take me some time and observation of you to ascertain how exactly your power manifests itself and how you must wield it to stop it spiraling out of control. Once I have something useful to tell you, I'll inform you without delay. Okay. Lost a bit of stuff there. What? You have the item Fang of Malice, which is significantly better than the axiomatic quarterstaff. Okay, like I don't want the Fang of Malice. And I don't have it equipped anyway. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Right, so we got a bunch of level ups to do on some of these other folks. I'll get to that. I might get to that next episode. Where is... Yeah, this guy's here. So he has more to say. Let's see about that. Early Sunset greets you, graceful as ever. What questions are you burdened with? Well, tell me about yourself. By mortal standards, I'm very, very old. So telling you about myself would take an unreasonably long time. Early Sunset closes his shimmering eyes for a moment. Many of the creatures you call supernatural emerged from the reborn souls of mortals, but I am not one of them. I was shaped from a fragment of my home plane as an embodiment of its principles. An eternity has passed since then, during which I've seen the incredible and witnessed the unbelievable. Gods battling one another, demon lords rising and falling, centuries-long disputes over the fate of a single soul brought before Pharasma's judgment. Yet, despite the breadth of my experience, there are still things in this world that can surprise me. Like you, for instance. Elysium. What is it like? It's a plane of great contradictions. It's built on the ideas of freedom and good deeds and openness to all, but here's the paradox. If you don't believe in restrictions and are prepared to accept everyone, must you also accept those who seek to restrain your freedom and bind you? If you are good and enjoy liberty, must you put up with those who are evil and who thirst for power? Will banishing them be considered a restriction of their freedom? So many questions. So chaotic is that plane that its separate parts contrast sharply with the whole. Vengeful Callistria and Gorum, the embodiment of endless and meaningless war, rule over Elysium alongside the carefree Desna and the adventurer god Caden Kalen. I might say that the one thing Elysium cannot abide is order, but it wouldn't be quite true. It's more that order avoids Elysium at all costs. Why did you decide to help me? Someone had to, says Early Sunset, his voice heavy with meaning. Anyone who wields that kind of power, especially a power heretofore unknown that shifts the balance in the world wound, cannot be left unattended. As much as I'd like to avoid odious comparisons to a moth drawn to a flame, it is true, in a sense. I've been drawn to your light, so here I am. How's your study of my power progressing? Not quite as quickly as I'd like. Still, I can already tell that the key to controlling your power lies in self-control. Believe it or not, you're driven by emotion. It may bring visions of Elysium upon you, or it may turn the rock you stand upon into a garden. So far, these manifestations of power have been harmless, but Someday you might transform a fortress wall standing between you and an enemy army into a curtain of flowering vines. That's why you cannot simply let things run their course. Be cautious and prudent when making decisions. I'll be there for you. I'll intervene and advise you if the choice you're about to make is potentially dangerous. I have to go. Farewell, and remember, I'm here to help. Okay. I don't know how much value anything he said thus far has for me, but I mean, it is what it is. I think we're going to take a break here. I have to sell a bunch of stuff because we got a bunch of loot from all the fights we did. I got to level up my people. And when we come back, I think I'm going to have a plan in place, because right now I don't, about where we're going next. But I feel like that's a good place to stop for this time. As always, thank you so much for watching. This one was mostly like travel and random encounters and army fights and stuff. Not a huge amount of progress on the story front, except I guess Finian's affair was sort of an interesting encounter. But hopefully next time we'll get back into the swing of things and start progressing one of our quests and the storylines here in Act 3. As I said, that is going to be it for this time, and I do thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.